So let's see. Refia said to borrow a boat at the docks and head to the low seas.
Well then, why don't we try asking around town? And see if anyone's renting them out.
Welcome back, guys. As always, I will be your host, Apps Gaming. We've got to ask around town now and see if we can find a boat.
You're heading for the low seas? That's completely insane! I can't lend you a boat, but I'm rooting for you.
Hey, did you hear? There's a real pirate ship in the harbor. It's so cool.
Okay, so them two don't seem to have a boat. Maybe the guy that's blocking our way does.
What's that? You want me to lend you my boat? But if I did that, I wouldn't be able to go fishing.
At this rate, we might as well swim to the low seas.
Well, you can't really blame them. They probably need every boat they've got to make ends meet.
Wait, hold your chocobos. Didn't somebody mention a pirate ship was parked at the pier?
Yeah, something like that. Why? What's your point?
I've got an idea. What if we beat up all the pirates and then Commodore their ship?
What? There's no way it'll be that easy.
Well, we don't have to go in with mirages blazing. We might just be able to sneak off with it. They're pirates, right? Who's gonna file a complaint?
I guess. It's definitely risky, but if we don't get our butts in gear, Refia's not uncle, or that freak in the creepy golden mask might come along and really rain on our parade.
Lesser of two evils it is. Docs, here we come.
Well, the two of them have decided to go and take this pirate ship. Before we get to the docks, we see a chest, and well, we can open it. It is another one of them notes, part 3, and I'm thinking, well, we've seen one of these chests at Charlotta's Inn. Maybe she has the second part. Anyway, let's venture forth. And well, you know you're going to be dealing with pirates when you see this. Welcome to Saronia Docks.
Not exactly the most cheerful of the place.
Yeah, and it looks like mirages are roaming around too.
These docks need to get docked a few points. Let's watch our step.
Well, there's a gate right here in case we need to do anything or return to Ninewood Hills. I'm more interested in that cannon. As we go over, we see the sizzle symbol.
What have we got?
A cannon? What's it doing here?
Aha! Nice! It's a perfect... Ah! What just happened?
Naturally, this must be how the locals get around.
Uh-huh. Naturally.
Seems like we can ignite the cannons to jump from platform to platform. There's a chest up here. Let's go and have a look.
Huh? We've been ambushed.
What? You kidding me?
Well, look at that. I really like the idea of the chest actually becoming a mirage. And well, we've been ambushed. We're going to pull off the Libra skill. And as we can see now, if we reduce his HP, we have a chance to potentially catch him. Goes for the attack with rain and creates the opportunity. Going to fire off that imprison now with Lan. Will it be success? Let's hope. And speaking of success, let's like and subscribe. Really helps the channel grow. Thank you, guys. Mainly sticking to the same team, but I will be switching mirages back and forward over the next few episodes. We're going to put the chest on Lan for now. While I was playing this, I thought, when am I going to get out of here? But it looks really cool and it seems a really cool level. As we go down here, we're going to find a seed which is a water seed. Going to come in very handy later on, I assure you. Looking around now, there is nothing much else we can do. We can't get in this boat, it is purely cosmetic. So we're going to go back to the cannons and fire off into another direction. Going back to one of our first dungeons, and yes, we've got another switch. This time weight is 5 or greater still, but it is water resistance we're looking for. So the electric small guy and the medium shark, they are going to be the keys and unlocking this switch for us this time. I remember when we had to use the earth and the rocks would appear. Well, when the switch conditions are met now, we're using water, so the tide is actually going to rise. That will allow us to get back through where we previously couldn't before. Well, if you're wondering, can we use this boat? No, we can't. It is just cosmetic again. So in the cannon we go. Well, this floor is going to be a bit more trickier, and we do come across a gimme golem. I remember last episode when I said it was nice that items were near the gimme golems. This episode I'm seeing them become further away. It's kind of a nightmare, as I'm thinking it's probably going to get harder in time.
Okay, here we go.
I won't hold back.
Just to show you the other mirage that appeared, it was this little jelly blob thing, and we did catch it, so that has been added to our collection. Always, as I've mentioned to you, I try and keep up with the chests, but I don't feel that I can keep up with them forever. As we keep going and progressing through our journey, these routes are becoming more complicated and many more options are beginning to appear. So I will do my best to keep up with it, but I might have to come back for some items. As we get a swirl shell here, it looks like an item that we would give to a gimme golem when the Choco Chick is here as well. They find us some more items. Absolutely love this ability.
Wow, that creeped me out.
What do you mean?
That chime.
You don't mean a...
Hey, I didn't say it!
Well, I hope you caught most of that speech as the battle cuts half of it out. Over to the other side now, and we do see a cube, and it is a bit high level for us to challenge. This is level 25. Other than that, I'll probably come back and attempt to challenge it later, but the sharks we caught in the previous cube, well, they're appearing here as normal mirages now.
Gimme!
Given the swirl shell to a gimme golem, can you imagine if we didn't pick that up? We would have had to jump all the way back to the chest. Lucky we did, and lucky we do explore a little bit. So we pick up 5 fish scales, and then we're at the next floor, so let's head on up and see what awaits us on that floor. well, it looks complicated. The save point is just there. We can get there, but the Gimme Golem blocks our way. And it's the first time we've actually come across a Gimme Golem before we've got the item. And it was from this point in time that I thought, right, things are going to get trickier. I've got to now find my way around this level in order to get the item that he needs.
I'm really starting to get sick of all this cold.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you came up with this plan.
Yeah, Lon. Nobody ever said anything about having to fight past all these stupid mirages. Oh, well, I did read that cold weather helps keep you focused, so I guess it's not all that bad. See, shivering uses less energy than a...
Oh man, do I just love the cold. Well, come on, no time like the present.
Well, that actually stopped us there. Don't know whether that was a good thing or a bad thing. As we try and find this item, it seems like we're encountering a lot more battles. Always the way. Will it be in this chest? And no, it's another Mirage. We've come across a flight point and we need a Mirage now that has the ability to fly. We don't necessarily need to use this to completely level. I haven't got a Mirage that knows fly at the moment, but we will catch one later on.
This symbol is new, right?
Yes, sir. That's the flutter symbol. You'll then need a Mirage with the flutter ability.
The item we need is not going to be on this side. Now we've raised the water, we have to hop back to the other side. Could the swirl shell now be located over here? Well, there is a chest. As we go on our way, we will open it up and thankfully it is the swirl shell. Now, in order to get back to the Gimme Golem, I have to go back, lower the water level, and then go back to him. So it's back and forward. You've seen me do that, and you've seen me go to the Gimme Golem. So I'm going to skip straight ahead.
Oh, this must be it. The pirate ship.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debate about that.
Let's be the sneaky. Gimme.
Take your swirl shell and be gone. We're now gonna save our game. Let's find out if there is a boss battle on board this pirate ship.
I think we've got this one in the bag.
Yeah.
A basky, Kupo! Not so fasty, Kupo! Saving pirates, Kupo!
Huh? The pirates? Did they just call us pirates?
Well, I'd say the pot knows a kettle when it sees it.
Hey.
Kupo! All pots on deck, Kupo!
Oh,
We're outnumbered, Kupo!
Now what, Kupo?
Stop saying Kupo and fight, Kupo! Oops, huh?
There's only one thing to do now, Kupo.
Get him, the Kupo!
guys, we're not here to have fun.
And
We're not here to have fun, Kupo.
better.
Much the better.
Well, we're fighting 6 of them. This would be a problem if they were mega powerful, but they're actually not. They're probably just a little bit more tougher than the wolves we encountered last episode. The chest I have knows counter, so I was able to win the battle through counter. Easiest boss by far. I don't know what they were thinking here, but yeah, we took them down with ease.
You got us, Kupo!
Scurvy swabs, for shame!
Welcome on board, Faris. We're also introduced to her fierce Mirage, Sildra.
It's Captain Ferris, Kupo!
Hello!
It's created a threshold!
That Mirage must be mega powerful!
How kind of you gents to whip my crew into shape.
Oh, you're welcome. But I thought you just beat them up.
That's what she's saying, you doofus.
What are you, comedians? Too bad. If you've the brass to steal from pirates, then you know what comes next. So long, you clowns!
Clowns? Where?
Clowns? Why is it clowns plural? Yikes! Just the look at the size of that Mirage!
Tama, it's time. Make yourself big.
Huh?
Yes, sir!
You can do that?
Guess not.
I should have known better than to even ask.
And it just dawned on me that when this Mirage started to attack, yes, this was the final boss battle. I'm sure of it. It looks fierce, and it was a bit of a shame that them Mirages before wasn't quite as tough as a boss would be. We're going to heal our health with the cure on Lan, and then we're going to use the Libra to find out this Mirage's weaknesses. I'm still getting used to reading these resistances, so sometimes I will throw off an attack that isn't going to work. Anyway, we take a look and we get back into the battle. After using my moves, it's now the opponent's turn to strike, and well, they strike at range. Look at that damage. That is just from an attack. I'm thinking to myself, I need to train more. I need to be a higher level. I probably might even lose this one because I'm not strong enough to take him down. Going on, we will press the assault forward with a channel element water. I read the resistance wrong, and of course it resists. No second doubts now. As I'm back to Lan, I'm going to use a potion, and I'm realizing now the potions are starting to have less effectiveness in the battle and more effectiveness outside the battle. This is where our high potions are probably going to come in now. Just like that, the enemy is charging up for a super attack. Thunderstorm! Oh my gosh! It's time to throw in the towel. I need to at least double my levels in order to take that thing down. It was a complete wipe, and I'm thinking to myself, there's no way I can win. All of a sudden, instead of going back to the save point, we're introduced to a cinematic.
To give up! If we kick the bucket inside a threshold, we're all but done for!
But they're too strong.
I have you now. Hide Refia all you want, but you can't play hide and seek with destiny. Fate has chosen us.
The Thane of Saronia? Why is he here?
He followed us here?
What the?
Out of the Hydra and into the Crap-the-Pot! What are we gonna do?
Doesn't this make you just want to kiss his legs? These divine designs. Isn't fate great? Now that it's brought us together, anything could happen. Just imagine. Are we destined for something bigger? Or could it be our cookies are merely meant to crumble? Now, giants from the hills, these questions are all yours and mine to answer!
Well, we certainly can't get enough of the action today. As we fought the girl before on that big Mirage, this guy will probably help us out in terms of becoming more of a friend with her. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I'm going to use the Libra skill now, and again, he's just 0 all around, so the same stats that he had before. We're going to go in and press the attack. Unlike before, his health is a lot more bulkier, so it shows he's growing stronger with time. We're going to channel the element fire, then he's going to use a move, and it looks like he's biding his time. Bravery there, he's preparing for something as he glows and the swords kind of raise up from his body. But apart from that ability, he doesn't actually do any other attacks. It is just straightforward attacking him with the channel element, and when we bring him down to about half HP, well, that's when the barrel cuts out. More importantly, it is Faris who saves us.
You scoundrel! Find another ship to spew your bilge on!
So this is how the dice have rolled.
Wow!
Hey, clowns!
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Perhaps you'd care to explain. So, the Federation replaced Thane Taka with one of their soldiers.
Actually, we're not too sure about that ourselves.
But everything we've told you is true.
Honest to the goodness.
Well, believe me, I'd not put anything past those Federation dogs. But if they have monsters like that in power...
Hey, Captain Ferris, you wouldn't happen to know where they're headquartered? The Federation, I mean.
Bahamut's Citadel? No one knows a lick about that, lass.
It was worth a shot.
Why? Was that your reason for trying to steal my ship? To go off on some wild goose chase?
The whole idea was Lon's!
You don't say.
What? Me? Oh, I would never, ever. I mean, I don't even like ships. Not that there's anything wrong with your... Oh, please don't hurt me.
Belay there, lad.
Okay.
You see, I might be able to help you gents on your way after all. If you are the giants from the hills, the ones the prophecy mentions, then I recall the same prophecy mentioning where you're supposed to go.
Huh? You mean there's more to it?
Ahoy, Mog! You've read the prophecy, haven't you?
I have, Kupo. The prophecy says quite clearly that the giants from the hills would collect 4 keys, open up a pathway to the Crystal Tower, brave its dangers, and mount the very heavens, Kupo!
4 keys, huh?
Wait, the Crystal... Tower?
So, Mog, I don't suppose you know where the 4 keys might be.
I'm afraid I know of only the first one, Kupo.
It's one more than I do.
Kupo! The first key is said to lie in a... Oh, 'twas the Valley of Fire, Kupo!
Where's that?
I can think of one place. The Fire Valleys in Babel. Down to the south of the low seas.
There's those low seas again.
What labor, all these twists and little turns. But fate must be allowed to run its course.
4 different keys from different locations. Our journey has just begun. As always, a big thank you, guys. I will catch you on the next one.
Okay, so like, all we gotta do is cross the low seas and find that Valley of Fire.
Well, I don't know. Are we really just gonna follow some random prophecy word for word? But what other leads do we have? Fine, I guess we'll run with it.
Huh? What?
Captain Ferris, can you tell us how to get to the low seas?
Perhaps. But I'll not be lending you this ship. For one, she can't venture down sea, even if I were feeling generous. Ah, wait. Ahoy! Mog! Is our guest still aboard?
Guest, Kupo?
You know who. Oi, the lass in glasses.
Oh, from the lead, Kupo. She might be, Kupo. I'll go look, Kupo.
You need something?
And finally, I'm going to say Quistis. It could be wrong, but we're introduced to her.
Sorry to detain you.
I thought we were done with our transaction. Did you find some sort of problem with the cargo?
No, the goods were sound. I have another quandary, if you'll hear me out.
What's that?
These gents here have business in the low seas.
Who are they?
The giants from the hills. In the flesh.
What?
Ta-da!
Cut that out! Sorry about Lon. I guess we might be the giants from the prophecy, but honestly, we don't know.
Very intriguing.
So, they need a boat. And as I recall, you've got one.
Well, if it's true about the Thane, that he's some kind of monstrous Bahamutian doppelganger, then we don't owe him anything. Which means that the boat is up for grabs.
Aye.
Wait, up for grabs? What do you mean?
My group had some business to attend to in Saronia, so we presented the Thane with a boat. Some might call it a bribe.
You don't need to wheel in the deal with a bunch of no-good monsters like that.
Yeah,
You're not even listening.
yeah.
So you're
So I
absolutely
got this
certain?
backup.
You saw the Thane undergo a transformation?
Aye. And then Sildra let him have it.
Fails.
Okay. Well, don't get me wrong. I can see that they're giants, but I can also see they've got some growing up to do. Do you think they'll survive the trip?
Huh. One splash in the low seas can't stop a prophecy.
Well, I guess you win. You can take the fast craft down to the low seas.
Oh, sweet!
Thank you so much! Although, that whispering wasn't very encouraging.